Have you ever wondered what the world would be like if we all just took a moment to appreciate the little things? Well, here is a story that might make you think twice before you pass by that homeless person asking for spare change. John was a homeless man who spent his days wandering the cold city streets, searching for food and shelter. As winter approached, the biting wind and falling snow made his life even harder. One particularly freezing night, John sat huddled on the sidewalk, his torn jacket wrapped tightly around him. People hurried past him, their eyes fixed ahead, their footsteps echoing the hopelessness in his heart. He used to be an ordinary guy, a factory worker with calloused hands and a hopeful heart. He had a wife and 2 kids who were the sunshine in his life. But when a workplace accident took his job, they lost their home. Then debt collectors came knocking, and soon his wife and kids were gone, leaving him alone in a world that seemed determined to forget he existed. As the years went by, he became a familiar sight in the city, the old man in the torn jacket. But to most people, he was invisible. That was until one evening when a young woman named Sarah stopped in front of him. She didn't avert her gaze or hurry past him. Instead, she knelt down beside him and asked softly, "Are you hungry?" Startled by the sound of her voice, John could only nod. Too weak to speak, Sarah handed him a sandwich and a cup of hot coffee. But more important than the food was the way she looked at him. It wasn't a look of pity, but one of respect and kindness. And in that moment, something inside of him stirred. For the first time in a long time, he felt seen, not just as a homeless man, but as John, a human being worthy of compassion. With newfound determination, he managed to walk to a nearby shelter, where he was directed to a rehabilitation program for the homeless. It was a long and painful journey, but with the support of the program and the memory of Sarah's kindness, John slowly started to rebuild his life. He attended classes, worked part-time jobs, and most importantly, began to believe in himself again. Years went by and John's life turned around. He became a counselor at the rehabilitation program, helping others who had lost their way. He never forgot the woman who had shown him kindness when he needed it the most. One day, while giving a talk at a community center, he saw her. Sarah, now a successful businesswoman, was attending the talk. Tears welled up in John's eyes as he walked towards her. "You don't remember me," he said, "but your kindness saved my life," she gasped, her face filled with surprise and then a warm smile. "I didn't save you. You saved yourself." "I only reminded you that you were worth saving." John's story is a reminder that no act of kindness is too small. To the person in need, it may be the only light shining through their darkness. A simple sandwich and a cup of coffee may not seem like much, but to someone who is cold and hungry, it is a lifeline. Sarah didn't just help fill John's empty stomach, she filled his heart with hope. Her kindness sparked a change in him, setting him on a path to rebuild his life. We often underestimate the impact our actions can have on others. But as John's story shows, a single act of kindness can change a life forever. It's a story that makes you think about how you treat the homeless, but it also reminds you of the importance of perseverance. John didn't let his situation defeat him. He held on to hope, and with the help of others, he rebuilt his life. So next time you see someone in need, remember John and Sarah. A small act of kindness can make a big difference. You might just be the light that someone needs to see the possibility of a better day. If you enjoyed this touching story, please share it with your friends and family. Your support means everything to us.